Alright trainers, I'm SomeNorthernGuy, and once again, I'm in a hotel.
Where's north from here?
I'm back in London doing some training for work, and staying in probably the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in. So on Canary Wharf, I've got a good view of the O2 Arena. It is brilliant. It's very posh, it's not really my scene, but I'm not going to complain. This place is nice. So this video is basically the result of something I did on Amino. I started doing a little series on that where I do my top 5 of every single type in a blog. But I wanted to ask people of that app, users of Pokémon, what I should do next. So I did a little poll, because you can do like polls and quizzes on the app. And grass and water both tied at 36.6%. So I did a blog for my top 5 grass types, so I'm doing a video for my top 5 water types. And I will say before I start, if you haven't got Pokémon and you're a big fan of Pokemon, then definitely get it. Or if you're a fan of anything, there will be an Amino for it. So there's one for Pokemon, there's one for Star Wars, there's one for The Legend of Zelda, there's one for Nintendo as a whole, there's one for gaming as a whole. And if there isn't one for the thing you like, you can start one. So you can just run your own Amino or set one up. It is brilliant. And it's basically sort of similar to Tumblr, or maybe even Instagram, I guess. Nah, more Tumblr than Instagram, but it's like a collection of blogs, so you can blog on it. Quite a few YouTubers use it, quite a few PokeTubers use it, to name a few off the top of my head. Berkey Toby uses it, the Aura Guardian uses it, and I use it. Am I technically a PokeTuber? Nah, I don't think I'm big enough yet, but oh well, maybe one day, eh? But back to this, and like I said, I did top 5 grass types on the app, so I'm going to do a video on YouTube for my top 5 water types. Now, some of these, I wouldn't say it's cheating, but they overlap with my other, because I'm going to do every single type for this, whether that's a video in a video format or on the app. I am going to do every single type, and some of them will overlap. So 2 of these are on other top 5 lists. They're actually top of other top 5 lists. So I guess it is kind of cheating, but ah well. So number 5, we've got Wishy Washy, and the reason I love Wishy Washy is mostly because of its concept. I just like how it's this tiny little fish thing, and then you piss it off and it turns into this gigantic monster and it just wrecks faces. I used one on Pokemon Sun and I fell in love with it, man, instantly. It is such a cool little Pokemon. That's London for you. Now they could have easily just took Wishy Washy's little form and then made it evolve into the big school form, just like a normal evolution at level 20 or whatever. But no, they took a different route, and it's its special ability, and it changes form mid-battle. It's like a mid-battle evolution, essentially. Sort of like Mega Evolution, but, well, not even sorta, it's Mega Evolution. Is bloody Mega Evolution, except when Wishy Washy's health gets so low, which I think is below 25%, it reverts back to its little tiny little guppy form, as I like to call it, and it will just get one-shotted by anything really. Number 4 is Starmie. Now the reason I like Starmie is from a competitive point of view. I didn't really use one, well I've never actually used one on an in-game team. I first used Starmie back in Gen 5, and me and some mates got into competitive, so we just play around at lunch at college. And you know, we didn't take it too seriously, but we started to, I suppose. We got into EV training and stuff. But anyway, my point is, I used the Starmie, and I just like how it's quick and it can hit hard, and you just go for the standard Bolt Beam moveset. So either Hydro Pump or Surf, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and either Recover or Psychic or Rapid Spin or something else. But those 3 moves, a Water move, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, you're set. You're absolutely set. And I just like it. It's a cool Pokemon. I've always liked Starmie. I've always liked Misty. And fighting her Starmie in the gym, especially in Red and Blue, way back when, 21 years ago now. Wow. Well, not for me, but it's been out 21 years the other day. It's crazy. But that Starmie would always wreck my face. So I'd get excited and anticipated fighting it. And that was the big battle for me, was Misty's Starmie. So I think that's why I like it. I've got respect for it in a sense, if you want to think of it that way. And I just enjoy using it. It's a fun Pokemon, its design is brilliant, I love it. And it hits hard and it's quick. It's a very good rapid spinner, or it used to be. I don't know if it is in today's meta, but it's just fun to use. I like it. It's rarely let me down. As cheesy as that sounds, it was my dragon killer, so it was great. Number 3 is Azumarill. Now this is one of the ones that's kind of cheating, because the reason I love Azumarill so much is mostly because of its fairy type. And I think it was fantastic how the Marowline got the fairy typing, because Azumarill is a demon. Now, what really made me appreciate Azumarill was Gen 6 with fairy type and how it got huge power. And my goodness, the fun of using a belly drum huge power Azumarill is mind games, mate. It's absolute mind games. And no one would see it coming for a spell. I'd always use it against my mates, and they'd just go, oh, Azumarill, I'm going to switch out, because I'd send it in on a fire type or what, a dragon type or whatever, and they go, oh crap, get out of there. I'd use belly drum, and then just proceed to aqua jet everything. I swept my mate with it once. It was hilarious, I'm not going to lie. I was a very smug git over it, and it just destroys everything. Look at it though, it doesn't look like it could hurt anything. It's this cute little fairy Pokemon, it's a little rabbit, and it just destroys things. I nicknamed mine Wreck-It Ralph, and I think it fits pretty well. Number 2 is Squirtle, and Squirtle used to be my favourite water type actually. I did a video a while ago, it was my top 10, my favourite Pokemon of every single type, instead of listing 5 of them, it was just the number 1. And Squirtle was my favourite water type, but he's bumped down to second, mostly because a lot of my favourites are kind of linked to competitive play. Even though I don't do it as much, and I'm not the greatest competitive player in the world, right? I suck. I really do suck at competitive Pokemon. And I don't do it often, and it's not the main thing I enjoy about Pokemon. But that is when I started using other Pokemon, and varying my selection, was when I was forced to try and use them, or try and think of strategies and stuff using certain Pokemon in tiers of Smogon or whatever, and Squirtle got bumped down because of that. However, Squirtle is still my second favourite starter, as in just Squirtle, so his base form is in Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander. He's my second favourite out of all of them. Not so much a massive fan of Wartortle and Blastoise though, which is why I picked Squirtle instead of them. He's just cool, I love him. I had a little plushie of him when I was younger, and it went everywhere with me. And in the anime, a big reason I love Squirtle is because of the Squirtle Squad. Those sunglasses came out and that shit was going down. And he was just fun. He was a fun character, had a lot of personality, and he just worked. And I was so sad when he left Ash, and they replaced him with Totodile. And don't get me wrong, I love Totodile, but he's not Squirtle. Number 1, I might not like Totodile more than Squirtle, but I love Feraligatr. Everything about Feraligatr is perfect. Apart from its name, that winds me up. Its design, love it. Its power, love it. Its move pool, it's okay. He is my favourite Johto starter, hands down. Typhlosion, bugger off. Give me the alligator any day. He was my starter on Heart Gold, and he quickly became my favourite water type, just because I can't describe it other than he's just perfect. There's just nothing I see that's bad about Feraligatr. And I know he's not the best competitive Pokemon in the metagame, but even though I base a lot of my favourites on how I use them in competitive play, I don't like them because they're good. I mean, my favourites aren't things like Landorus or whatever, and the ones that are the top of the tier. It's the lower, the lower down in the OU and the UUs are what my favourites are. But back to Feraligatr and my Heart Gold playthrough, and I tried to use Pokemon on that playthrough that I hadn't really used before. And Totodile was someone I'd used in the past, but I didn't actually have Gen 2 as a kid. I didn't have Gold and Silver, or I didn't play Crystal either, any of them really, until I was much older. And when I did play them, I think I had Cyndaquil on one playthrough and Chikorita on the other one, and used Totodile, but I never took him through the full game. And this time I did. It was the first time I took Totodile from start to finish of Heart Gold, and he was just brilliant. And in that battle with Red right at the end of Heart Gold, it came down inevitably to my Feraligatr versus what I think it was his Snorlax, but it was so close, and Feraligatr won it for me. So what more do you need? Ever since then, he's been my favourite water type. except for that video where I said it was Squirtle. They kind of do this at the minute it's for Alligator, so for Alligator it shall be. And that's basically it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you agree with this list, then hit that thumbs up button, or if you like this list, hit that thumbs up button, but if you don't like it, hit the down thumb button. Either way, I want to know. I appreciate the feedback, good or bad. It helps me make better videos. And if there is any, like, you know, comments about just the general video as a whole, or anything you think I can do to improve, or anything you don't like, or whatever, then please let me know. Seriously, just tell me. I want to get better at this, and that's what feedback is for. If you want to see some more stuff from me, then hit the subscribe button. I've recently started up my Crystal Let's Play again. I'm going to try and do that once a week, so I'll have another episode of that coming out maybe Saturday. If not Saturday, then definitely Sunday. And if you want to see my top 5 grass types, I'll leave a link to the blog on Pokémon in the description. You don't need the app to view it, you can just view it in like Google Chrome or whatever. So I'll leave a link to that down there. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching. I've been SomeNorthernGuy, and I hope you have a great week. See you later.